Hey GlamFam, Linwood here, and today I'm going to be doing something a bit different for the channel because I am on quarantine, so what better to do than to find ways to keep myself entertained. As you can see, I'm butt naked, and sorry about that, it's not professional at all, but we're basically family these days because we're all stuck here together. The other night I was scrolling through Obama's internet and I decided to go through Amazon. I was searching through some different stuff and I was like, hey, you know what? Let me go ahead and see if they have like some different things for curly hair. And this interesting thing popped up called an octo curl because, you know, what's better than having an octopus on your head? Well, first of all, I'm not sure how to feel because it looked interesting online and then I ordered it and it was, you know, just lighting. Stand by. Let's move to here. Look at God. Oh, it's literally one square of grass on the wall. Don't mind me. That's my attempt at decorating. Clearly not my area of expertise. I ordered it and I was like, oh, okay, that looks cool. It looks neat. I have no idea how I'm going to do this. I already feel like there's about to be a struggle bus situation. I already drive the struggle bus and I feel like I'm about to get ran over by it. And I'm just like, how the Hello Kitty do you drive the struggle bus and get ran over by the same struggle bus that you're driving? And I feel some type of way because the vanilla girl on here, can you see her? She looks like she used it, but the chocolate girl, like this just looks like a wash and go. So I feel like I'm about to do this and it's gonna look like a wash and went. Let me show it to you because it looks real interesting. So basically, this is the apparatus here and it goes affixed onto your head. And it's supposed to have, well, it says that it has 16 legs. So I'm trying to figure out why they call it an octo curl because octo implies 8. I guess this is like 2 octopi. Plural of octopus is in fact octopi. So don't come for me in the comments. Come for me in English class because I'm gonna throw down. You're supposed to be able to use this a multitude of different ways. Like you can use it to braid your hair. You can use it to roll your hair on. You can use it to, well, this says double strip dreadlocks, which I feel a little triggered by that, considering the photo that they used for this. Or single strip Bantu knot, which, again, considering the photos they used for this, I feel slightly triggered. Okay, so double strip dreadlock, Hoyer, and single strip Bantu knots. I feel like they wrote this for chocolate people, but not really though. So it says on here that it comes in, it says microfiber or satin. Clearly, I chose satin because, have you been watching this channel at all? Like, why would I use microfiber? I just shampooed and deep conditioned my hair. I'll include a clip to show you guys what I use for that. And I'm gonna go ahead and take this weave down so we can get started on the struggle bus because I have a feeling that tonight is not gonna be a good night. Hashtag not the black eyed peas. Well, maybe after Fergie left. I'm gonna go ahead. Oh, my eye! Why does stuff always hit me in my cornea? I'm just gonna go ahead and mist with a little bit of water because it's starting to dry already. Like I'm just not, I did finger detangle some already, so hopefully this shouldn't be a huge debacle. I just sprayed that dead in my ear and this is already turning into a struggle already. By the way, if you don't have a mister bottle like that, they're amazing. Favorite leave-in ever. This is the Giovanni Too Chic Ultra Moist Leave-In Styling Elixir. Conditioning and styling elixir. You know, you can read. Okay, anyway, I hope you can read. So we're just gonna pop that off, give a few pumps here. And honestly, this is just because the last thing that touched my hair was water, which has a pH of 7, and your hair has a pH of 4.5 to 5.5. So leave-in conditioners are excellent for helping to lower your pH balance back down into the natural range for which it should be, while being able to instill moisture or protein, depending upon what you need or what you select, and still encourage those things to be in the hair. Also, while sometimes offering some degree of heat protection, depending upon the product that you choose. That was my educational excerpt for the night. Okay, so, ooh, sweet Lord, the Jesus Help section needs an additional bit of love. So we're just going to add a few pumps there and get the crown of thorns here as Jesus to anoint that. This section here is like that just bad child in the store that is coughing and sneezing on everything, which you guys already know how offensive that is right now because we're all on lockdown, on quarantine. Well, maybe by the time this goes up, we won't be on quarantine anymore. Hopefully, Holy Ghost, let's see. I'm going to go ahead and now take my wet brush. Now, this wet brush. Now, bristles are very soft and flexible, so you don't have to worry about it snatching your weave out. I'm gonna go ahead and start from the bottom of the hair and work my way on up because ain't nobody got time for snagging and knots and tangling. And look, the finger detangling that did its job. Holy Ghost. God is good. Won't he do it? Won't he will? Won't he did? Will he? Won't he will not? Won't Holy Ghost show up? Yeah, ow. Lord, you missed a spot. Okay, so at any rate, Once, oh, Lord, look. This doggone Jesus Help section, like y'all don't understand. The section back here, I call it the Jesus Help section for a reason. It seems like no matter how much Jesus' section gets, it always wants to backslide and just go back to the devil. It always does. Which, speaking of which, right now, because everybody and their mama is on this whole quarantine situation, it feels like everybody is trying to do like these Zoom meetings. So like I've had to do them for work with like all of the faculty and staff. I've had to do them for the choir, for church and everything. And I just have one thing to say, some Zoom etiquette. Turn on the light. Don't be coming on these Zoom meetings talking about some, I'm blessed, y'all, how are you? And you looking like you telling horror stories around a campfire with no lights on, talking about how are you? We scared. That's how we are. I just already, why? Why does the, reasons why you need the wet brush. Clearly y'all saw how the comb was like, you shall not pass. And the brush was like, so you thought. So, the Jesus Help section. So honestly, the Jesus Help section is already in need. On top of that, the Jesus Help section, as well as the rest of my head, needs a trim. I know some of y'all have been begging me, show us how to trim curly hair, show us how to do it. No. You're not gonna mess up your hair on my account. Nope. You're not gonna trick me into that shenaniganery. I do enough stuff to get myself in trouble. I'm not gonna help you jack up your stuff. You can watch somebody else's channel for that, these DIY channels or whatever. And I don't have a mirror right now, so I've got to use my viewfinder on the camera. So if I look like I'm not looking at you, it's because I'm not. I'm looking at me. So now that I look like a wet dog, I'm gonna go ahead and try to pop this on. This already feels like a struggle. Welcome to my armpits. Don't get offended. We all have them. Lord, this is already... I already don't like this. This just feels like a tragedy waiting to happen. I already feel some type of way. Okay, so how should I turn it the other way? Like, I'm pretty sure that it's supposed to be like this, so that way it's not in my face. But, let me just turn it a little bit so I have some space to curl this. Am I supposed to wrap it around both of these? I'm gonna do that. So, I'm just gonna go ahead and take this hair here. We're gonna comb out this section like so. And I'm gonna hold out this piece here. Now, mind you, this looks like a tutorial. I honestly have no clue what I'm doing. So if I jack something up, don't take my word for it. There's probably a YouTuber who's already done this and done it significantly better. So search Octo Curl and hopefully someone else can show you the right way to do this, because this is about to be the struggle bus edition. It has like these loops at the bottom here, so I'm gonna assume maybe if I just pinch it, how, oh Lord, this, that's not, I feel like it should come back up like this, but maybe I'm wrong. Okay, so we're just gonna feed this up and through here all the way up to the top, and voila. Man, this don't even feel secure. This feels like an accident waiting to happen. This feels like get ready to be roasted. I'm just certain that I'm doing something wrong, but we're gonna continue because, you know, why not embarrass yourself on the internet once or 22 times? I'm gonna see if I can find another way to secure these ends. Maybe this is just like a learning curve situation. So if I take this one here and I kind of use it like a rubber band, I feel like I have rag curls. This is depressing already. What am I supposed to do with all of this? Like, this has to be on my head wrong. Am I supposed to put it on backwards? Am I, you know what, they did say they had instructions. I feel like these instructions are about to be the most horrendous things I've looked at all day. Bro, ain't nobody putting no rollers in their head and putting this in. This is a whole lot. Well, you know what, someone might. I don't really want all that going on. This is about to be a mistake. Yeah, so we're just gonna continue forward like this is normal. Like, this is the routine I really want to go through to go to bed. This feels like how they would have curled their hair in the Great Depression with cut up loincloth or something. I'm pretty sure nothing about that was historically accurate because I'm not a historian, but you get the imagery. Maybe not. I'm pretty sure that this is more like Victorian style stuff, but you know, that's okay. I'm pretty sure the Victorian area was depressing as well. That feels like a lot of hair. Let's throw that back. Throw it back. Throw it back. Hey, throw it back. Go ahead, Missy. I feel like I'm getting the hang of this now, so this is a plus. Okay, so we're finished wrapping these, and now I look like a loser. I am slowly getting more depressed by the moment, just looking at this in my head. This is why. This is like a why Lord situation. Like, I feel like when my mother birthed me, she never knew that I would amount to this. And if she knew this coming up, she would have been depressed and cried herself to sleep every night. I'm gonna go ahead and see if I can try to like pop these up, maybe like slide them under the band some, because I feel like that would make sleeping a little easier and make me look less like I hate myself. Okay, so I now have it up, which it feels a little tight here and there, so I don't know if that's gonna work out for me, but it makes me feel less like a loser at the moment, so I'm gonna go ahead and do this. So what I'll do is, you can tell I'm really hashing a plan out for like how this is gonna turn out not miserable. Like, look at this. Either I rolled this wrong, or maybe I shouldn't have pulled it back off of my hairline like that. But I don't understand how this part is supposed to end up looking like anything. I feel like this part, maybe this part here, just feels like it's gonna be a Jesus wept situation. The Lord himself is going to cry himself to sleep over this, though he never sleeps or slumbers. I can sleep on the sides, I'm pretty sure. Oh, one of the legs just fell. What I may do is just go ahead and leave the ones in the front rolled back and leave the ones in the back down and see if I can sleep like that, because they're not super bulky. It's not like you're going to bed with like a head full of rollers or something, because it's honestly pretty flat. So yeah, and then when I get up in the morning, hopefully it'll be dry, especially because I have a Zoom meeting. So what I look like, like these staff meetings for work, over here looking like somebody's grandmama in the Victorian ages with these doggone rag curls in their hair. Spirit of entirely too much and too little at the same time, trying to talk to people about how I'm gonna teach the kids. This was probably the worst night to do this. So part of me feels like I should have put a little bit of like holding product up here, but I'm just not real big on like my hair being like crunchy or whatever. So we're gonna take this to the Lord in prayer and see how this turns out. And in the morning, joy will come, hopefully. Because weeping may endure for a night, but joy cometh in the morning. Gonna see what Allison thinks. What you think? You think I'm gonna be able to sleep in this? It's like it's not supposed to. It's not supposed to be up like this, but I figured it would be flatter on the side so I can sleep and I don't look like. Oh, Zelina says I'm cute.
Now that looks totally cute. Oh my god, are you kidding?
I say you look cray-cray.
Apparently.
You look like you're on some Survivor show, trying to survive and be cute.
I mean, I feel like I'm in the Victorian era with like rag curls.
No,
like I just.
not Victorian, Survivor.
Dang.
You got a tank top on, bro. You trying to survive.
Ain't nothing wrong with tank tops. They wore tanks in Victorian era some sort of way, right?
No.
Why are you touching my titties? Anyway, Allison so far does not approve. Not surprised. And we'll see how the struggledom goes. I feel like I'm not going to be able to.
Wake up and your hair going to be all crazy.
It's going to be everywhere. So, yeah. Are they falling already?
Yeah, it's not going to survive.
I don't feel like
You'll survive survival, but it won't survive.
I feel like this would be better done on like partially blow-dried hair, not on wet hair. Because I just don't see this lasting through my sleep.
No, and it's still going to be wet.
It's a little tight up here.
Yeah.
But loose right here. Like right here looks like.
It's gonna be afro right there.
How am I going from like ew to like oh?
Yeah.
Is this one already coming
Or
loose?
like you could do like a who's that girl with the snakes in her head?
Medusa.
Wow.
Many votes of confidence. Many votes. I feel the fail coming.
I feel the fail.
It's called Octo Curl. But
they wanted you to look crazy.
But
like
it's got 16 pieces. So that would be like a hexadeca curl or something. It's not as like, it doesn't roll off the tongue, but you know, maybe the braided situation would have worked out better. Some part of that is pulling. Where's it at? All right, I'm done until the continuation of the fail in the morning. Say goodnight, Allison.
No, you can't look like, by the way. It's gonna look like,
This doesn't sound like good night at all.
Good night, you guys.
Rude. At least Alina said I'm cute. That's what counts. Good morning. I'm back. I'm looking like Felicia from Friday. And I can already tell, like, this one here is loose because I didn't secure it like the other ones. It was the first one. The other ones surprisingly stayed tight. However, the sleep deprivation. Now, I will say sleeping on my sides wasn't bad because, like, the hair could go back like this. It didn't stay wound up, by the way. And sleeping on the back was like sleeping on Squidward's tentacles, which just wasn't quite comfortable. Let's take this down and see how the struggle hair looks. I hope it's dry. And we're just gonna go ahead and do that. This is already ugly. Okay, so so I went ahead and I messaged Melina last night and she was like, oh my god, you have to FaceTime me in the morning so I can see how tragic this turns out. And because, you know, what are friends for other than to laugh at you hysterically while you are trying something new for your subscribers. Okay, alright, that one's nice. Too bad it's in the back of my head and I won't be able to see it. Okay, this is how ugly I currently am. It hasn't fallen apart or whatever, so kudos there, although I'm sure I was somehow wearing it wrong. I'll have to look up something on that. Anyway, I'm just gonna throw that on the floor and I'm gonna use some jojoba. I'm gonna use some golden jojoba oil to help me separate this so it doesn't get super frizzy. Okay, let's see here. This is atrocious already. I feel like right now, I feel like this is gonna end up looking like Shirley Temple if she got jumped. Like, this looks like garbage. Okay, so the I'm trying to find a positive side. Like, the fact that it's so flat right here, it's so frizzy up here, and it's so Shirley Temple down here, is gonna be a no for me. But let's go ahead and FaceTime my bestie Melina so she can roast me live. So stand by.
How does it look? I knew it!
It looks like Shirley Temple after getting jumped. That's what it looks like. With a flat spot in the back. Like, look how flat it is back
Well, it
there.
looks like that wig, that curly wig I tried to curl. That's what it looks like.
Say hi to the subsidies.
Uh-oh, hey! Looks like a 3-minute hairstyle.
It does. It looks like it belongs on 5-minute crafts. Like, Afro curls.
Alright, bye.
Bye. So I think it's safe to say that this is officially a fail. So I'm gonna try to figure out how to cope with this. It may end up pulled up for the day, and we're just gonna keep it moving. At any rate, until next time, you guys, take care. God bless and stay glam. And as always, you know I love you, boo. Bye.